What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on today, I wanted to kind of talk about all the all the commotion on YouTube, all the people. I did a video a little while back, and I know I've posted it on my Instagram about people quitting their jobs for various reasons, basically. And I paused like that just now because to me it's so crazy as I was thinking about it. Like, my brain is always running. And it's crazy to me how many people are willing to walk away from their 9 to 5 because they don't like something on the job. And a lot of people, they always blame some reason for them walking away from their 9 to 5. And that's okay. Like, that's okay. But to me, I don't think that people honestly understand how good they have it having a 9 to 5. There are so many people out here who don't have a job right now, right? I don't think that our job market right now is where it was maybe pre-COVID, but our job market isn't in the best place right now. It's hard to get a job nowadays. Like, it's extremely hard. And take it from somebody who literally, I'm one of the people that make a lot of decisions at my job for hiring individuals. We have fewer jobs than people that apply. And because we don't have the amount of jobs that people are applying for, it's a struggle for individuals to get a job. For instance, where I work at, my job houses roughly 700 people. And we're one of the highest paying places in the market. In our market, our region, we're one of the highest paying companies. So a lot of people want to come work for us. And when we have individuals who they get frustrated about something, they're like, oh, I'm just going to quit my job. It's crazy because they end up trying to come back. And depending on how they left, depends on if we give them another chance to come back. I'll be honest, I'm okay with giving people second chances, but it depends on the circumstance. Because if you leave a certain way one time, who's to say you won't do it again? Right? So it's a little scary when I see so many people on social media or on YouTube talking about, I'm quitting my 9 to 5, I'm leaving my 9 to 5. If you have another job lined up, that's fine. You can walk away from your job. If you already have a job lined up and it's going to pay you what you're making, or it's going to pay you more, or it may pay you a little less, that's fine. But my advice for people is not to walk away from your job without already having a plan. And when I say a plan, that's that's either having 6 to 12 months of your living expenses put to the side, or already having another job lined up. Because if you leave your job, you leave your 9 to 5 without a plan, it could be a while before you find another job. I don't know if everyone has been, when you're jumping on social media and you're hearing all these people talk about they're quitting their 9 to 5s, when you, for every video that you watch somebody saying they're quitting their 9 to 5, you should watch videos of people that are saying they're being laid off from their jobs. There's equal amount of people on YouTube sharing their story of being laid off as there is people that's walking away from their 9 to 5. And those people that are being laid off, you can see the pain in them. You can see the hurt in them, that they've just been let go for budget cuts or whatever reason. And they don't know what they're going to do. Those people, they understand the impact of having a job. Those individuals understand that if I don't get a job quickly, I'm going to have major concerns. A lot of the people that are just, oh, I'm quitting my job because of this reason, because I don't like my boss or whatever. I think you're living in this world where it's not reality. Because reality is every first of the month, your rent is due. Your mortgage payment is due. At some point in the month, your car note is due. At some point in the month, you have to buy groceries. If you got kids, it's a little rough. So just being able to walk away from a job because you're tired or you want to chase after something else, I don't advise people to do that. Like, I get it where we're in this day and age where everybody's pushing us and pushing you to start your own business. Like, you got to have your own business. You got to have multiple streams of income. I agree. But just because somebody's pushing you to start your own business, just because somebody's pushing you to get an LLC, doesn't mean that because you start your own business, you get an LLC, that you walk away from your job. You walk away from your main source of living expenses. I personally think that that is the wrong idea. I personally think that when people do that and when they share that, they're giving a false interpretation to civilization. I think that they're undisciplined. They're individuals who they just want to paint the wrong narrative. Now, if the individual gets on social media and says, yeah, I'm quitting my 9 to 5 and I have this plan, that's one thing. But I'm just quitting my 9 to 5 because I want to, that's a problem. There's a lot of people that get on social media and they say, I'm quitting my 9 to 5. I've started my business. I've been working at it for 6 months, a year, and I've saved up this amount of money, whatever. That's the right thing to do. But just to walk away from your job because they asked you to do something that you didn't know was your job, it's going to be hard for you to get another job. And the reason why I say it's going to be hard for you to get another job is because all of those people I were talking about earlier that have been laid off, those people are likely going to be looking for a job just like you. And those people, their demeanor, their personality is likely going to come off more sincere, more authentic, more willing to do what it takes to bring the company to another level. Those are the people that's going to get the job. It's not going to be the people that come off as quitters. And then most people don't understand, like, when you go in an interview, there's a selection of questions that the interviewer is asking you, the interviewer is going to ask you, and they want to know about your prior work history. And a lot of people don't understand this. In the job market, in the job industry, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. And what I mean by that is you quit a job, you leave that job with a bad reputation. Somebody's going to know somebody that knows somebody that knows where you last worked. And all they have to do is reach out to that person for a personal reference, right? Because right now, It's not, it's a rare thing that when you call and ask for a reference for anybody, that they're going to say anything bad. That just doesn't happen in the work environment anymore. When you call somebody and ask for a reference for somebody, they don't say anything negative. But where you will hear all the negative stuff from is when they call a friend that knows somebody that works there. And they're going to tell them your whole background, why you left, the real reason, all of that. So if you weren't really laid off, right? So say you're saying you're that person that quits your job and you're like, well, I'm just going to say I was laid off. But there's ways to find out if you were actually laid off or if you were fired or if you quit without a notice. There's ways to find out all of that information. So my advice is we got to get out of this mindset that we're just going to walk away from our 9 to 5 because somebody peed me off. Somebody upset me. Somebody hurt my feelings. You're an adult. Act like it. If somebody hurt your feelings and you walk away from your job, that means that you just allowed this person to control and dictate your feelings and your emotions. Where do they do that at? Like, I'm going to quit my job because my boss didn't speak to me, because my boss asked me to do something that isn't in my normal job. If your boss isn't asking you to do something that's unsafe, unethical, immoral, what's the big deal? Like, does it go against company policy? Does it go against company guidelines? If it doesn't, then do it. It's probably there. It's probably going to benefit you because you will probably now learn this new skill. And that's a whole nother story when you learn new skills. I'm definitely pro 9 to 5. I'm pro having a job because when it's all said and done, having a job is going to teach you things that you need, like discipline, like determination, like perseverance. You learn how to be respectful on the job. You learn how to talk to people. You learn how to communicate. You learn how to lead. You learn how to sell. Your job will teach you multiple skills that you likely didn't learn in school. So my advice, don't walk away from your 9 to 5 because you're upset about something. Don't walk away from your 9 to 5 because somebody made you mad. Because honestly, it's hard to find a job nowadays. It's tough. Like, there's a lot of people being laid off. And those people that are being laid off are looking for a job. And if they can't find a job in their industry, then they're going to go to a job that is less qualifying or that they're overly qualified for. And if somebody comes to a job interview, 2 individuals come to a job interview, one, we can say they're qualified for it because it's an entry-level job. But then another individual, they're overqualified for the job. You want me to tell you who I'm going to take? I'm going to choose the person that's overqualified. That's me. And the reason why I'm going to choose the person that's overqualified is because I know this person can do this job and they can do more. So they're going to add more value to the team. They're going to add more value to the company. They become a contingency plan. They're able to promote up. They're able to handle more tasks. So my advice, before you quit your job, before you watch social media, before you get caught up in YouTube telling you that walk away from your job, my advice is to have your affairs in order. Have a plan. Have a savings. Or have another job lined up. Because you don't want to get caught out here without a job. You may be able to get by for 1 month, but by that second month, it's going to hit you a little different. By that third month, you're going to be facing struggle. And that's not where you want to be. That's not where you need to be. That's not where your family needs to be. So my advice, don't walk away from your 9 to 5. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your family. And that's be able to provide for them. All right. With that being said, hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely hit the notification bell. Definitely leave something in the comments. It goes a long way. I want to be able to communicate with you all. I want to see what your thoughts are on this. Yeah, I just want to be able to meet more people. So definitely make sure you leave a comment. Talk to you later.